popular Fate servants in the entire franchise, to be honest, not only in the game but just altogether. We are going for Artoria Pendragon. However, like I said in the Iskandar guide, I am only going to be referring to her as Pendragon due to the fact that a lot of people, it's because she's been called Arthur, she's been called Artoria. It's honestly so damn confusing on what her actual name is and stuff like that. So just to save time and stuff, I'm just gonna call it Pendragon. And yeah, like just because I know somebody probably would be like, no, it's this, and I'm gonna be like, no, fuck you. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna be calling her Pendragon throughout the guide. She is one of the very few servants who's been in multiple fates, and not counting Grand Order, she's been in two separate fates, Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. And if you want to count Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works as something different, then make that 3. But being that, you know, Stay Night is Stay Night, the general gist, although yes, the outcome of those things are very different, I can't say nothing about Stay Night, but I can go and say something about Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. So that explains the side missions, is because I took 2 members from each. I took 2 members from Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, matched that with 2 members from just regular old Zero, and then I just tapped in Artoria herself to even it out, so that you kind of have a mix of both servant classes. Well, not classes, but just both of them. So just as a little heads up that, you know, well, not really a heads up, just kind of like a little woohoo fun fact type deal for you guys. And obviously, you know, the reason why she's called Arthur Artoria, because, well, she's based off of the King Arthur guy, like the King Arthur myths and shit like that, the legend behind that. So, you know, that just kind of easy to go and finish up with. But let's get down into her character stats. With how I made her, I just pretty much turned her into more or less just a tank, because she, oops, I accidentally clicked the button too many. My bad. Although, you know, she was highly, like, she is pretty tanky, and like she could take quite a bit of a beating, and she could also deal a beating. I mean, granted, I do know servants like Iskandar pretty much calls her like a little girl, unfit for battle or shit like that. Pretty much just mocks her, saying that she never had a dolly, instead she had a sword or some shit. Just makes fun of her. But ultimately though, I mean, she's a badass servant, and her powers on par with Iskandar's of 1650 for both defense and power. And based off the actual series, that's pretty fitting, being she's really strong and she's got really good defense to her, but at that same point, she's one of the strongest servants in the game. But I think, to an extent, I mean, I think Iskandar really matches out to her power. Who knows, actually, based off the anime and stuff, I mean, you could take it however you want, but with the game, it makes it seem like Iskandar is as strong as she is. But take that however you wish. Just kind of one of those kind of like brain teasers, per se. It's just something that's like, huh, and really makes you think, is she really stronger than he is, or is it just because, you know, game stats or whatever it is, or just some stupid shit to think about? Because I know there's nerds out there who do think about that stuff, because, yeah, and then probably go through the mangas and shit for the game, and we know how you guys go. Just don't deny it, just shut the fuck up and just accept it. But pretty much because of her power and defense, and pretty much because of the series itself, I don't even need to see her power and stuff to know how you pretty much use her. She's a very close range combatant. She's don't use very much, like her the farthest range item she has is, she swings her sword, a little shockwave comes out, or a little, just something, like, just like a little air blast just comes through the thing. Literally almost every move of hers is close range attacks, like, that's pretty much her. Which is pretty fitting for a servant of the Saber class, because servants are most of the time a knight. Or something along that. Like, they're meant to be like a knight figure. Which is why I'm pretty sure they actually have like a knight as their symbol, but still, besides the point. But I mean, she could take a damage and deal the damage, and pretty much with the build I done, with her active skills, which I'm going to show you now, without whoopsies on my end. You got, you know, a bunch of different things like burst, and, you know, close range, a burst, and then like a strengthening and a action restriction, which is about it, but mostly just a mixture of burst and close range. But it's pretty obvious what she is. That most of her attacks are close range, and if you haven't seen them before, burst attacks in this game generally are closer range, a little farther than, you know, a close range, but most of the time it's just close range. Or, you know, it's not like, it's not far range, it's close to medium range type attacks, but nothing too spectacular. But anyways, let's go into her attack skills. As you could see my board, I've chosen the combination air, which deals 26.43 attack damage and has a 12-second cooldown. And this is a Saber class skill, so when I first went to go and look at everything, I made sure to check out this skill in particular, or this and Excalibur, because those are Saber class skills. And like I said, I like to try to have, you know, a class specific skill in there, if not all of them, depending on how useful or how convenient or whatever it may be for that skill. So, but pretty much all this is all you're gonna do is just pretty much swing your, you know, you're gonna be rushing forward, and, you know, just, well, you smack your opponent a few times with a sword, rush forward and with a final strike. But pretty much you're just, you know, smacking people with your sword a bunch of times. That's literally all you're doing. The outcome of how it's done, it's pretty obvious, but I mean, being she is one of the most popular, I think a lot of people know of her moveset, but because of obvious reasons, I'm still gonna do it. But it's a really nice skill, to be honest. I have fun with this skill, mainly because, you know, I just like smacking the shit out of someone just because it's funny. Like, that's it. I just find it funny to smack someone with a sword a lot. So, but the next item I have is her strengthening skill, because if you can't tell based off my guides, I like using strengthening skills, especially when, you know, like I said, she's gonna turn into a strength, or not a strength, but a tank, where, you know, she deals a lot of damage and she's able to take a lot of damage. And although a lot of people just think tanks are generally just like berserkers or, you know, swordsmen and shit, like, you know, close range combatants, a lot of people forget, like, an actual tank, I mean, many people just think, oh, it blows shit up. Okay, yeah, very strong. And it could probably take a lot of bullets before it's destroyed. That's literally what everyone thinks, but I think one of the most common things is a tank is also, it has some range to it. Despite her having a sword, I'm like, oh yeah, a tank does in fact have range to it. Because you can't shoot a tank up close. You'll probably blow the tank up. Trust me, I've done it on GTA enough. Trust me, just watch something I posted with a tank. I guarantee you'll see me blow it up. But, I mean, I'm like, you know what, let's add a tad bit of range with this. And plus it just kind of, you know, just the looks of it, I could care less. But, I mean, this really just initially just adds a little more range to your attacks. By how much, I have no idea. I can't really see the stats to these, like, of how far or how much or whatever it may be. But that's really what it does. And of the other 3 moves to use, sure, I could have used like the burst attacks or the action restriction, which is probably more effective, but I preferred the strengthening attack because my personal playstyle just calls for that over anything else. And whether and the cooldown is better than the starlight. No, it's not. Okay, I'm stupid. That shows how much I know about the other moves because I don't care to use them enough. But no, being that strengthening skills, just they're more beneficial to me. Plus, I mean, they're 10 to 1. They have more than what they state. As in, like, instead of just strength or increasing range, there's more into the skill than just what it states. It just states its primary usage, which is what's there, and when I use it, I feel like I'm stronger in a sense, and I can deal more damage, and I feel a tad bit faster than I used to be, so just feeling wise. So just before anyone tries to be like, oh man, that's useless, it's not just one thing, that there's more to it than what you think. But this has a 25-second cooldown, so yeah, it definitely doesn't feel worth it, but it's just fun to use. Plus, of all the other skills, this is the best choice in my personal opinion. So yeah, you don't like it, go change it out for something else. But yeah, I told you the reasoning behind why I'm doing it, so yeah. Next we have Invisible Air, which is a rush attack skill, which you should have just seen that one coming. Because I love rush attack skills, I don't give a shit, I love them. This does a 21.36 damage while doing 11 seconds of cooldown. What's pretty much all this is you're gonna pull your sword out, put it, and pretty much just dash forward and hit everything in your sight. Pretty much like Nero's drive skill, like the move, like her special move after you end it with the circle button again. That's literally what this is. It's just a regular move. So not nearly as strong, yeah, but much more effective in multiple ways. So it's a pretty simple move and really effective. Plus, it could also be used to knock people out of your way. Plus, you could hurt them enough to make them want to run away after knocking them out of your way. So it's not one of those things. It's just a good idea to have it. Plus, it's just mainly because it's a rush attack and I love them, and it's pretty simple and effective and tends to get and help me out in a lot of struggles. So, and then our final skill is yet another Saber class skill, the Noble Phantasm for Pendragon, Excalibur, which is the name of her sword, if you, whatever reason, did not know that. I mean, she's like literally the most popular. I mean, when it comes down to this franchise, I guarantee you, she's the one that you see. Like, first thing, if you were to type in Fate, actually, let me go and figure that out right here on the spot. Fate, anime, bam, and the first thing I see is, Stay Night. Alright, well, actually, let me zoom in, because I can't see, I can't read it, damn well, that is too small. Yeah, Stay Night, and Stay Night. Literally, there's 3 things about Stay Night, holy shit. Like, come on. Like, damn. That's, like, okay, let me just go to the images. Let me see who's, like, the first one. Literally, she's the first one in images that popped up on my screen. I swear to goodness she is. And then, literally, like, the first image of an actual servant, if I'm not mistaken, besides, like, poster, was like, even in, like, all 3 things, she's been in it. Like, come on, she's, like, the poster boy of the series. And I literally just typed in anime, so it's like, what do you want me to do? She's literally in almost every single one of these, because she's poster boy. That's about it. As of usefulness, I mean, she's pretty damn useful. It's just, she's pretty much like the Scorpion of the franchise. She's the Scorpion, the Ryu. She's the one that everyone sees, the easiest one to use, and literally the reason why people go to the franchise. Like, you probably won't ever see her out of the any of these games. because that's she's literally the poster boy of it. Come on. I know technically she's a woman, and a lot of you feminists would be like, man, that's not cool that I'm saying poster boy. It's a fucking terminology. Suck a dick. I don't care to. Yeah, no, I don't care. But after going and making sure my thought process was correct, she is the poster boy. So it's kind of hard not to know about her and her moves. So yeah. But just in case, because there's people who don't know it, or people who literally got into this series because of servants like Astolfo, because reasons. I could state what reasons, but no, we're not going there. But honestly, yeah, I'm gonna go there mainly because of pornography, actually. Because of your little Fruit Loops and, your obsession with traps. I mean, it generally brings you here because, yeah. Because people will be like, oh shit, I like that trap. Find out that was Astolfo, figure out where he came in, bam. Literally two of the most, biggest reasons why you come to this damn series, I swear to goodness. But being that she's well known and literally everything, I think she was actually close to having a spot in the anime game, or the anime beat 'em up game Jump Force. I think she was nearly selected to be in the game and put into the game, if I heard correctly. And read up on the game, but don't know it, don't play it. And no, before you ask, I will not play it. I am not paying the price for a bunch of shitty characters, so don't ask. So, yeah, not happening. But, anyways, back onto Excalibur, the move, before I start to, get sidetracked with making fun of everything for no apparent reason. And, yeah. Excalibur does a 25.92 damage, just slightly below the combination there, but has a 13-second cooldown, which is yet another Saber class skill. And this is also a holy sword, so fun fact, actually, it's just a holy sword. And almost in any fucking anime, I guarantee you Excalibur is somewhere in it. Seriously, kid you not, even in the anime 7 Deadly Sins, this fucking sword somehow found its way in there. It's everywhere, I swear to goodness. So yeah, fun facts. So, with that being said, let's go to our install skills. And what the fuck? Who changed my board? Motherfucker. Assholes. Son of a bitch. Sorry about that. Someone must have came on the game while I was away, or not came on, not while I was away, but changed my board up while they're playing under my account. So yeah, not happy that I had to go and do that. So, but anyways, moving on. As we could probably tell, I'll give you 5 seconds to put Martial Blessing on, because if you didn't know that was coming, then just get out. Because I've said this time in, time out, Martial Blessing's always gonna be there. Always. And while we're at it, because of the fact that she is a tank, and although she's close range, I'm gonna add Clairvoyance, just to add a little more range. Plus, tanks also don't have as far of a range as people think. Their range is actually very limited, so... Oops, that's the wrong thing. That one. No, that one. Alright, so before we get into any more skills, I'm just going to pull up her unique skills, and yes, we are using some of these. And actually, I enjoy using at least 2 of these. As you can see in her unique skills, they're pretty high up. Kind of bullshit, per se. So, yeah, complete bullshit to have skills this high. And for whatever reason, she knows how to be a writer, which I'm not asking. Just, no, I'm not asking. Even though I'm pretty sure she could fucking drive a car. And a motorcycle. And pretty much any fucking thing. I swear to goodness, she's like the equivalent to Mordred, I swear. Oh, wait. She is. My bad. Because if I'm not mistaken, Mordred literally was in the round table with her. Went and trained to become the next Pendragon. Or to take Pendragon's place. Man. Fun facts everywhere. If I'm not mistaken, though. I could very well. Never really cared for it. But with that being said, yes, we are in fact going to take some of those skills. So, but before we finish here, I am just going to simply say the last skill is going to be natural body. Quick, short, and simple. Now we're going over to magic resistance, just overall magic resist, to hit up the magic resistance there. Because she is a tank, we are packing anti-hero, and we're going to go over to Obstinate as well. Because, yeah, we're packing that, you know, we're packing some real heat, and... Man, this controller, I swear to goodness. There we go. And that would be literally it for that. And then our final thing, if I am thinking of the, yeah, okay, there we go. I was about to say, if I'm thinking of the right section, her defense is pretty, you know, just pretty much her power as good as her defense. And, yeah. However, we are going to go and add in the frost variation of the piranha. Because we can't add in 2 of them. Because it won't do the job. But we will actually go over and be like, well, we could use the institution, and literally you don't need her to be revived ever. She's that damn strong. So if you need her revived, I question your playing method. And her last skill is simply and utterly gonna be the skill reduced earth to increase her speed. So she has a very good defense against heroes and everything else, and a huge magic resistance bonus, while having some good power and a little bit of range to go with that power. And then she can fucking freeze people on the spot, and she's supposed to be faster than you would probably think of it. Now we're going into the double skills, and yes, it feels kind of rushed, I will give it, you know. But then again, with some of these, it's kind of, there's no need to explain some of this at this point. We are literally this far in the list. I don't need to explain very much at this point. Well, unless if I deem it necessary, but since I already said she's going to be tank-like, and I'm going to be taking some of those skills, yeah, there's no need to, you know, re-explain something I've already explained. Because, yes, I'm going to retell you, yes, we need Martial Blessing. I say it time in, time out. Guide in, guide out. We're always going to have it unless I say otherwise. Like I said with the whole tank thing, because of tanks needing range, we'll have Clairvoyance on there, and Natural Body because of her natural power to increase her 1650 to something else. So, literally just close range damage is what that is. And, yeah. Then her defense is literally just supposed to go and keep up with her power to keep a solid defense with power to make it tanky. That's why she has that. And speed is because, you know, we just want a faster Saber. And honestly, the rest of the skills really don't have nothing to do with it. And sure, I could have put on another burst, but there would have been really no need. That last skill is completely useless in this scenario, and we could honestly throw it away for her. And so I just thought to use it with Reduced Earth, so. With her, she's pretty much the equivalent to the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Darth Vader, who is said to be the easiest player to use, or the easiest hero to use. Because of his high power, high damage, and quick recharging abilities. That's literally it. and the damage reduction and the more detailed stuff, but literally she's really easy to play as, and there's no need to really get into detail about playing as her. She's not like other characters such as like pretty much everybody else who needs more explanation. She's, when I say tank, you don't need to explain a tank any more than just tank. Come on. But anyways. Oof, excuse me. I apologize for that. Anyways, we are going to take, and we're actually going to take our anti-hero and obstinate, replace that with the skill. There we are. Yeah. Finally. But we're going to do that for more power. In this case, we're going to go down to the, we are not going to go and add the piranha burst and stuff, because we're just going to keep the like our support and defense skills from here. They will not be modified anymore, so we really don't need to change that. And you'll be like, well, if you really didn't need anything more at that point, like, what more do you need? Like, if you put in reduced earth because you don't have nothing else to put in her, you now have an extra space, what are you going to do with that? This is where the builds will generally, the support or the regular builds and the double skill builds will in fact differ, because in this we're actually going to take our natural body and we're going to take and probably trash that. Just give me a minute to, you know, show how this is gonna go, or really just pop those in and then, you know, rearrange and stuff like that, and yeah, do what I do throughout these guides, because yeah. But as you can see, we just combined the anti-hero and obstinate in one, making them stronger, but really just there to be there. Oops, excuse me. We will add a clairvoyance because she's a close range combatant, and it does increase her range by 1.5 meters. Big number there. You may think that's literally smaller than my dick, but it's bigger than you think. And yes, I really went there because, yeah, somebody's probably had that thought of throwing some stupid sex joke like that around, so beat you to it, bitches. On top of probably the previous sex jokes I've thrown into this channel, but still, besides the point, so. Ow, son of a bitch. Anyways, but no, we're adding the clairvoyance and assassin because assassin still deals with close range attacks, giving more power to your move. Now this is where I'm going to go and add in a Lancer class for the riding skill, and then, you know, that increases natural body as well. So we're going to do that just for more power. And then, sure, you're like, why didn't you put wisdom or desperation with the clairvoyance? Because, you know, brute strength is better, because fuck you. And we're actually going to go and replace our no, this is it. I was gonna go, you could either replace the natural body with the in my opinion, the rush attack from the rider with the martial blessing, but in this case, this is it. We could very well go over to the rider class, which I keep losing. Now, where the fuck did it go? And we could replace the rider with the martial blessing, which is obviously better in this case. But initially, this is the official build. Honestly, that's just to go and even out the power limits. Well, not power limits, but that's just because, you know, that keeps your natural body strong within the fight. And if you were to do it, like, okay, let me tap this bitch in. and you don't want to keep that natural body, now we have that, because much like beforehand, we have an extra place to go and fill. So it's kind of useless as hell, actually. And sure, you could add in the Saber class, which is pretty efficient, but I mean, like, I'm gonna go back over to the skill of monster strength here. Well, not monster strength. Fuck, what was it called again? Once I see it, I should. Okay, what the fuck is it? The extra arms. Okay, son of a bitch. Okay, I'm literally. What's this? No, son of a bitch. Shit, I forgot what the. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm having one of those blonde moments. Because I'm now scrolling around my list, trying to remember it. Hopefully, seeing it, I might remember it. No? Fuck. Okay, what the fuck? Funny. A YouTuber who don't even know what he's doing. He's looking around trying to fucking see what he's doing, but he can't actually figure nothing out. Like, literally, that's how this is going. I'm trying to figure out a skill I don't even know. Because I forget it, because I don't use it too much. Okay, so, what is, oh, it's, what is it? Okay. Extra arms mix. That monster strength, baby? Yeah, fuck this. Nope. You could have that, but screw this. It's too confusing at this point. Nope. Nope, I'm not doing this. But actually, instead, I'm actually just gonna add Martial Blessing back in, because, yeah. You could go and replace it with Martial Blessing, Natural Body. It don't matter. In this case, you're just really buffing up her power more, because why not? But solid build, good enough. And because it's gonna piss me off otherwise, swap places. There we go. Yeah, look at me. And now perhaps the best part of the game, or these guides, in my opinion, displaying the costumes, because who doesn't like looking badass as hell? Because, yeah, that's like literally one of the biggest things. I don't know how many times I've lost in games like Call of Duty, GTA, just because I want to look good over, have a good looking item instead of a useful item. Such as Call of Duty. I swear to goodness I do that all the time. But anyways, on to more of a serious note. We got her basic King of Knights armor, which technically should be Queen, but pretty much just a base armor you see on the both Stay Knight and Zero. And someone had to tell that this was a dude. How you couldn't tell this was a dude at first, it's fucking stupid as hell. Like, I don't know how many, like, how, okay, how did before I move on, how the hell did, you know, the makers of Fate think, oh, let's turn King Arthur into a chick? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be sexist, but how? Why? Come on. This is obviously a dude. Oh, I'm having fun mocking this shit right now, let me tell you. This is fun, trust me. Like, how? Like, son of a bitch. I don't get it. I'm still baffled by this. How can I do a guide when I can't even take the character seriously? Like, her as a character, she's fun, she's strong, I like watching and playing as her. I just don't get her. Why? She just, no. Anyways, before I continue making fun of this bitch for not making any sense as of gender-wise, which is pretty much like my only problem with her, is because it don't make sense at all. Probably just to have another big-breasted chick running around, but even then, she's not big-titted. Come on. But anyways, moving on to her much more sexier outfits per se, the Queen Saber, which is literally pretty much a white and blue variation of more, like, honestly, this is probably something, if I'm not mistaken, this is what Mordred wore most of the time. Boots, booty shorts, and a crop top little tank top with a jacket. change the color scheme, maybe lower the boots down and take away the, you know, the little bow and back and change it with something else to make it like, I don't remember what hold on. Okay, what the fuck does Mordred look like? Hold on. Hold on, I know. I'm stupid. Okay, let me see this. Just before I start, you know, making a fool of myself on literal thing. Yeah, all you literally have to do is shorten down her boots, change the, you know, and, you know, change a couple of the colorings here and there, and give her, like, a little basic, you know, like, hairband for her hair to go be put up in a ponytail, and this is literally the same outfit. Just, yeah, this is practically the same exact outfit. Come on, game. Quit being lazy. That's what they're doing here, is being lazy. You gotta respect their laziness, though. You have to. It's funny. The fact that they make no sense during this entire thing is fucking hilarious. So thank you, people. And I can't show you the lapis dress because I don't have it. Fuck you. But I do have all her DLC outfits other than that one, such as her bikini outfit, well, not bikini but swimsuit outfit, which, yeah, very pearly, very basic, and yeah. And before you people get the wrong idea, I didn't have her in this outfit for any reason other than the fact that, you know, it was summer, so I wanted her in something more summer-like feeling. So yeah, very expensive outfit, by the way. Like, jeez, this cost me like $1 or $2. Shit. But the more, like, that's, you know, her more, like, her very innocent looking dress, the sky blue dress, very nice. Actually, one of my favorites. I think my woman should do this. Yeah, I think that my girlfriend should wear this. Let me tell you, it would look cute on her. Although she should probably turn it black, but still, it would look cute. Personally, one of my more preferred outfits in the entire game, to be honest. When it comes down to it, I think this is one of the better DLC outfits they had to offer. So I think they did a really well job, despite me constantly kind of, you know, picking at the game, or not even the game, but the makers of the series on their decision on changing her gender and just stuff like that and whatever, and just kind of how they did that. Honestly, I do really, you know, enjoy the character and really do like her outfit, so don't get the wrong idea. I'm just picking at him because, yeah, it's called the opinion. So if what, you're gonna demonetize or, you know, ban my thing because, you know, I'm laughing at you, come on. If you're gonna report it because what, I made fun of your favorite fake character, come on. I'm literally just picking at it, but come on. And even then, report it, I don't care. But we're actually just going with the Queen Saber because that's like the best outfit. So yeah, just, that's literally the extent. Don't take it the wrong way. Speaking of which, see, her freaking Noble Phantasm, a holy sword, which has been a holy sword for years now. Actually, and I just remembered another sword another anime this sword actually appears in. We have Fate as Artoria's weapon. You got the 7 Deadly Sins, which is yet again brought in by, I'm pretty sure, another Arthur. Jeez, how many times are they gonna add an Arthur into this? Come on. And they have, I also remembered in the anime High School DxD, yes, I'm fully aware that's a harem anime, by the way. No, I'm not a perv. It's really good because of all the action sequences, but still. Hold on. Oops. I forgot her her active skills and stuff. Her code casts. I forgot to explain which one and why. Whoops. Well, to be honest, I think this may have been the best item for her anyways, because you just because of the aggressive. Oh wait, no, hold on, I'm using the wrong set. Okay, well, because I just started the battle, I'll just return to camp. Abby. But no, I mean, in the like, good shit. I know I'm talking about other animes too, but yeah. I just found it funny how, you know, it just popped in my head that, oh yeah, that's another anime that this sort of has popped in. So. What's that? You know, I'm not surprised. This would be where he's at. There it goes. Stupid controller. Anyways, before I get sidetracked with Astolfo here, which it's very easy for me to do, especially since I was looking up his shit, because who doesn't want to? Anyways, fan service bitches. Yeah, we're talking about traps and porn. There's your fan service. Jerk. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna so get me demonetized. Anyways, no, her Mystic Code set is actually really simple. Oops, wrong one. My controller's having a little difficulties. So, yeah. Now, you may expect it to be like the Saber Relic, which is a really good runner-up since I'm trying to tank her. But, I mean, ultimately, I would have to say that maybe the Assassins would probably be better and then the Sabers, because if we were to compare... I'll be right back. Hold on. If you could compare the two stats right there while I'm away, and you could maybe, probably, you know, try to guess what I'm gonna say. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Had to see what my dogs were laughing at. And yeah, I said laughing, not barking, because they're laughing at it. Something, I'm not sure what it was, but still. But no, the reason why, you know, if you were to guess it, of why I prefer the Assassin over the Saber, is mainly because the Saber has an item I'm not even sure about, and that I can't even find within the actual install skills, where the Assassin's Relic gives you more range, plus the more, although yes, the items, like initially the code cast are the same exact, so we are actually looking into more of the detail of the install skills that go with it. The mana recovery is the same, although the Saber has more independent action. And it has +5 to the Martial Blessing, which is cool, but independent, you know, but it's just one of those items that, yes, it does seem like, sure, the Saber does have more, yes, but when it comes down to it, the usefulness of the Assassin's skills are much more useful. And sure, a little more Martial Blessing would help, but having more damage while low life, and since she could take more beating with lower life, that Martial Blessing is gonna skyrocket significantly more than what that would. Plus, you're having more range and close-up power anyways. But initially, though, they're fair played and pretty similar. So, with that, that's the skill we're gonna have. I'm so sorry for missing that before the guide. The other good servant in the game, the best servant in the game. So, alright, there we go. Fuck off. Alright. So, would you shut up, bitch? As you can see, she is much faster. Her swinging is pretty efficient. I'm also forgetting how to play at this point, because different anime games are different anime games. Here is her consecutive slashes, where she, you know, smacks them and then stuff. Here is her invisible air. She just dashes forward and does a long range attack with her skill. I keep forgetting which one's which. And as you could see, because of my usage of not only just as you could see, because of my install skills, they also grant me the other class ranks, such as the Lancer, the Knight, and stuff like that, along with what I have. Breakaway, would you? So as you can see, I have a full-blown board of multiple servant powers. So it's not just one thing. Another reason why I decided to go with the assassin stuff instead of just one thing. So, now that I'm going to shut my computer down for the time being, because I'm actually getting distracted, because that is kind of in the way, and actually get into the battle, because yeah, the computer's always opened for upfront battles of when you need to go, you know, when I need to see, you know, any comments or anything. It's always open. The most badass move, and one of the most annoying moves. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, the Saber class actually has speed, where the Assassin has time reduction, so. Let's activate that now. And now here I'm pretty much smacking everyone from like quite a bit of ways. And that yellow line is where the bonuses are. It may not seem like much, but holy shit, they are. And yes, Excalibur isn't very hard to aim, actually. It's really strong, very far range, but it's also hard to aim. So, and very easy to dodge, unless you dodge right into it. So, don't be a dummy. Trust me, I've seen people do it. It's funny. And practically KOs anyone in sight. Like, it's bullshit on power-wise. I love how when she jumps, it's just, she pops her leg out a little bit. It's really funny, actually. It's kind of cute. And extremely ridiculous. I mean, also, another thing is the Excalibur is not just, is more accuracy, yes, but it's also got a very, it has a fairly decent range, like, width to it, makes it a bit more enjoyable to use. If I'm not mistaken, plus some of these moves also can be teamed up with the different servants as well, so fun. Excuse me, sir, you're in the wrong series. Oh, wait, hold on, no. Hold on, no, oh right, never mind, you're in the right place, never mind. Release that damn sword, would you? It also can hit enemies a tad bit from your back. This poor son of a bitch never stood a chance. Yeah, go take it easy, buddy. You've earned it. You got your ass handed to you. And her drive skill has to be censored because of how badass it was. That's right, we have to censor her skills. It's kind of funny how he is to be working with Artoria in this. Or Pendragon, or whatever the hell you want to call her. Yeah, definitely a Mordred outfit. Like, literally the same in one. Oh, it's Gilgamesh. Oh. Here, let's try not to censor this. And her drive skill is also Excalibur, which is her no phantasm. Which is kind of funny how the moves are the same exact thing. Literally every move she has is pretty much some sort of Excalibur. She is the easiest to spam, I swear she is, and it is fucking hilarious. Here, you want one too? Okay. See, I'm just giving them for free, man. I don't even need to use any more than just what I'm using already. Yeah. It's funny how that he's Lancelot just pulled out his fucking drive skill. Bitch, I am you. See, King Arthur. It's Arthur there, but she's called Artoria. Makes sense to that, bitches. Even the map says it. Even the master said that. Makes sense of that, yeah, fucks. Maybe they... Excuse me? Oh yeah, no, because I quit the mission, it changed outcome. Look at how easy that was. I told you, she's like the easiest character in the game to beat or play as. I swear to God, she is. Fuck off. Fuck all these cutscenes. No. Fuck you. Finally. No, fuck you. Yes, but Mayman, thank you. Shit, it took long enough. Alright, and now perhaps the more entertaining part to you guys, the multiplayer part. Where you get to watch about 10 minutes of me getting my ass handed to me. Like, that's literally the, big part of this show, I swear. That's probably why everyone comes in here, is just to watch me laugh at me getting my own ass kicked. I swear to goodness, that's probably what it is. But by now, you should know I go into regular matches, the quick match, hope to find somebody. I usually don't. Back out of here. Look into custom matches and find, search program, find nothing here. Just to create my own room, just for my opponent to be Soul Warrior and to get my ass handed to me. Because that's literally how these guides go. So, anytime, Soul, come on in. Just waiting for you to beat my ass at this point. Oh, and I actually have someone watching? Oh, okay. Shit. That's shocking. Oh, this is PlayStation. For those who do not know, I am a PlayStation user. So, most of everything I do is on PlayStation, whether it's, the GTA, the Call of Duty, the Fate, and will soon to be the Code Vein, the anime Dark Souls initially. All of it's on PlayStation, so if you want to play, I'd be more than glad to, face you up. And being that, I could care less if you know what I'm using in the battle. It makes the game even harder, because, yeah, it means you're gonna try to beat my original score, so, yeah. So, let's actually move into this, prepare for battle. I'm gonna check your comment out on my laptop as soon as it loads up, so. Because you don't want to keep seeing it go blank and all the notifications and shit. It's annoying, trust me. So, give me like 2 seconds to do this. Oh man, we actually have to move it? Man, that's lame. Alright, so. Give me 2 seconds. This is slow loading, but I can show you that, I am looking. Give me 2 seconds. Shady software. No, fuck off. It's that one. Come on, give me what I'm looking for. Alright, oh yeah, this is actually a really fun game. I'm going to say Corey. I'm going to say that's how you pronounce the name, is Corey. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It looks it. Or I could call you Beat Off, but we're not doing that. And I know it's offbeat, but I'm literally gonna make fun of it in some sense. But anyways, I mean, it's actually a really fun game, and I do recommend it, even though, you got hassles like me. Like, because of players like you, like, not saying nothing bad, what I'm saying is, like, players who do not have the game, who don't know what they're doing with the game, this is why the guides are here. And even for, a player who don't have the game, clearly they're attracted to the game due to the servants in it, and yeah. That's the reason why I do these guides. So, pretty much the moveset's pretty much going to be the exact same as the offline portion of the game with the combination air, which is, I feel like that's not in the right spot. That would do. I don't even know which slots I had it in. It's gonna be everything that wait, hold on. It goes there, maybe? No, that goes there. This is like a puzzle shit. No, is that like, no. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. But the only, anyway, before I confuse myself and lose my train of thought like I just did, the only difference between the online and offline portion of the battle is, instead of the Holy Sword release, we're actually just gonna do the, Starlight, because, oh, there's two of them? Whoops. Well, in this case, I'm just gonna call it Starlight, because fuck the other one, it's useless. I think. Possibly. But, we're gonna be using this for the part of the battle where it's going to go, and the range is going to be nice in an online, but 40 seconds, we don't have 40 seconds to waste for a small little buff, which could possibly do something, but it won't do something in this scenario. In this case, the action restriction here is pretty much, you stun all your enemies. It's pretty much you just stun them and either slows them down or stops them in their tracks, which will help you activate something like as hard to hit as Excalibur with less problems. And I'm not going to read you off the stats of the online moves because, yeah. Because for the most part they're about the same. Just a little weakened, so. Same moveset, just different proportion. And here we go with yet another thing, and holy shit, we're down to this, Artoria Pendragon. Damn, this the only one that, her name is the only one that's not gonna be able to fit in the box, holy shit. Assholes. I wonder, I kinda wanna put Arthur up there. Instead, fine. Fuck you. Because that's... Well, I mean, I did reduce the, or change the names, so... No, that don't look right either. Fuck it. No, fuck you. I'm just gonna go with that. Holy shit. That's like abusively long. That's like abusive. Holy shit, that is long as hell. Well, with how this goes, it's not that a lot of players don't play it. It's harder to find the match. Because, like, I could generally find a match better around, like, 9, 10 o'clock of where I live, and it'd be much easier to find people, or if you set up dates, and, like I said, I usually get, whenever someone's in, like, right now, I know you can't see nothing, because, obviously, I'm in my menu, and you can't see it, but actually, this is the very few times where I won't actually have an opponent to go up against. Holy shit. Yeah, that's shocking. Well, anyways, the difference, like, luckily this game did understand the fact that maybe a lot of people would quit playing this or whatever. So, you can easily play this online still, but instead of fighting players, you just fight CPUs. So instead of, like, this game allows you to play online like that. For like online practice or anything like that, get the feel of online. It does in fact allow you to play online, just not with a different player. It'd just be against bots, but at least it's online, so when you do find it, because I find them a lot of the time, just need to wait around. Good communities, and if you're actually looking for a good community to, you know, play with for online users, because I do know a really good community. Like, you ask to play and I guarantee you'll be met up with a few people to fight, and it's actually a lot of fun. Plus, it's also just a bunch of fun facts and just a really good community for Fate people, so yeah. I could always spread the, put that into the thing. Oh, actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is a sequel. And from what I heard, they're actually coming out with another game for the, set. If I'm not mistaken, Unreal Star is actually before this game, which, unless you're like me and actually got confused trying to figure out if they're different or not, this is different from Unreal Star. Unreal Star is the original, this is just the sequel which follows up to the game. So, but it is very much getting a sequel soon. I just don't know when. Oh yeah. No, I was kind of disappointed with the character roster because I felt they went too heavy into, like, Sabers, and it was, no. Or some of the characters such as Elizabeth and, like, Lubu, like, where the fuck they come from? Unless if you know, you watch, like, Funimation and shit, and then I don't think they have it all, like, or read the manga like I do, like, when I have, like, no time to do it. You're not gonna know who those are. So it's like, come on. I think they should have added more memorable characters that everyone would have known, instead of just what they have. Like, they only have one assassin in the game, come on. I know it's harder to put an assassin in a game like this, but you could literally put some bullshit characters in this, I swear you could. But anyways, let me actually get on to the real deal guide before I start laughing at the game and what it can do. Oh yes, they did drop another announcement. It very well probably could get more exposure. And it is rare to find people playing this, and that's the reason why, you know, even though you could probably easily figure out these guides, like, although yeah, I'm like all the way down to this server, it is one of those things, like, you just need the, you know, right people on your list, and it is just one of those things. So, before I get sidetracked, I'm actually going to explain the rest of these install skills, and probably by then, if there's not another player to go and, you know, whip my ass at this time, because my typical opponent is probably sleeping and working, something like that, I don't know. Then, yeah, so. But, with how I play online with Pendragon, I like to go and I'm gonna tack on the, not Rider class, because as much as I like to, it's useless without the oh, Ishtar's. Ooh, oh yeah, they do. If I'm not mistaken, Darius the Third is actually Egyptian. Let me go and look that up. Dear. Wait, no, he was Greek. Wait, no, Persia? Oh shit. Actually, that makes a lot of sense now. Okay, yeah. No, never mind. Darius is actually fucking Persian. Well, don't you look at that? I fucking did a guide on him. True. I mean, you could have done more Egyptian people and stuff like that, which is cool. But I mean, you do have, you know, characters such as Gilgamesh in there, which can blow all of them out of the water, because I'm extremely biased toward Gilgamesh, because fuck yeah, that's what I do. But we're gonna actually add in Assassin and Saber. I forgot her class. Hold on. So, Oh, I know. It's like a fuck. It's like mesh. It's like a meshu or something like that. I don't know. It's like I know who you're talking about. It's just I don't know how to pronounce it. But I know who you're talking about. Kind of pink haired, kind of Chinese getup, katana stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know her name, but yeah. But on to the guide before I get actually sidetracked with a conversation about who the about the game itself. You know. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I just know of her. I think someone in the community liked her. I think. Possibly, who knows. But I'm gonna... it's just one of those things. See, this is why I said they should only put like mainstream fucking people, because I don't know any of these people, let me tell you. I know like very few of them. That's probably just because of the whole a couple of episodes of like the Babylonia thing. Well, I would watch it on Crunchyroll, but well, you see, being a YouTuber isn't what it's cut out to be. I don't get paid for my work, let me tell you. Nor do I want to be paid. But besides the point, I don't got the extra money to spare on like Crunchyroll and stuff like that. It's just not possible. But no, we're gonna have both Assassin and Saber because their close range attacks are going to boost up even more, and it's a total bitch move, by the way. But I mean, that's literally what we're going here. And we're gonna add an anti-hero and obstinate, much like the offline build, very similar, just huge differences. Like, we're not having magic resist because we can't really do any of that here because it's useless as hell. Because sure, you could look at these and more than half of these are not even here to be used. Like the magic resist, you could put it in there, but the odds are you can't predict if your enemy is going to put in a who has an elemental, and it's too much time to constantly change it. So, but we are going to, in fact, where's my cursor? Oh, there it is. Alright, we will put in a natural body and a martial blessing, and pretty much all the skills on her is it's absolute. Oh, I just know of Freight Grand Order. I know about Grand Order because, yeah. And I started to watch. I watched like First Order and it's like fuck. What was that name? It was something about yeah, Absolute. I could take a look into trying to find where to find Absolute. I will, and try to probably familiarize myself more with the other servants, assuming I actually care enough to learn about them. I could probably just, wiki them and learn about the hundreds and hundreds of servants, plus the different variations of the servants, which is actually kind of a fun little idea, so I could definitely take a look into it. But we're also gonna add bravery in this scenario because online, killing people doesn't mean very much. The goal is just to wipe through your enemies. I will take a look at Crunchyroll, see the prices, and see if they still charge for membership and shit, and yeah. And probably take a look around at what they do have. And probably go and watch it if it's worth the time, so thanks for the recommendation and for the information. See, the guy doing the guide is still learning something. Look at that. That's literally what these guides are for. It's just to teach each other everything about the game, so we have like grade A, like S rank battles, so we can beat the shit out of each other, because that's literally what we do. So that's literally it. But our last skill, you could the rest of these are kind of useless. Sure, your defense is good enough to take a hit, but online all it takes is one hit and you're dead. So fairies can be very, it could be a hit or miss skill, especially it depends on the opponent around. And unlike offline where, sure we could take reduced earth, but I think mana recovery would probably be the best in this scenario. thus giving us a pretty good bonus on everything. Holy shit, that's a large list. And we're also gonna keep the war tested because, yeah, sure you would think she would be speed and power, but like I said, very tanky, and if you could deliver a tank, if you could, you know, take a hit and give the hit at the same time, it's worth it. Man, because she's already tanky and powerful, I'm keeping them at a balance, so. And as you can see, I'm still using the sky blue dress because, like I said, one of the best outfits in the game. So, and we still don't got a single opponent. Well, did you fuckers know I was going up again, playing as Artoria? Is that it? Are you guys seriously running because of Pendragon? Come on. Anybody online? Anyone who plays this? No. Fuck. Well, worth the shot. Well, because I had a good conversation with Corey off a beat about the series and characters that could have added it and stuff like that, which I do appreciate you come on in and, you know, just chatting up, making a little conversation, giving off information. It's just always fun to have that. Because I don't have an opponent for this guide, we're probably just gonna, you know, finish out the rest of these characters and then do the rest of the characters I've missed, such as probably Rias. I don't think he's ever had his thing. She hasn't, and just go through the different servants I've missed and finish up the guides by doing a, you know, just servant makeup list. And yeah, and as an FYI for that guide, it's pretty much me going through and showing what was previously stated. If you're questioning off who is what and what is, you know, what and why, refer to the particular servant you want to know as, because all that information should still be shown in and explained why. Especially in online, I think I still explain them because of the obviousness of it, but here is the general gist of what we're doing now. And yeah, so if you want like any questions about Artoria or Pendragon, just go over and go back to the Pendragon guide to really get the information needed for that, and then yeah, you're good to go. And then it'll catch you back up to speed of why, and then you'll get to see it in battle. And that's pretty much what the makeup guide is. It's more just makeup battles, not guide, but makeup battles. So just gonna clarify that now, because I think maybe a few people in like the community said something to me. It's like, you didn't explain anything. I'm like, check that. Go back to the guide of the character you wanted. So, but that is the Pendragon guide, and it was rather disappointing that there was no player to go with me, but it's always fun. And oh, my eye, shit. And you know, that's pretty much the thing. No, I haven't played Smite, and you know, I've taken looking into Smite before, and it didn't look too bad, but for the fact that it was a free game, I've heard quite a bit about free games, such as like games like Fortnite or Apex, stuff like that. Anything that's literally free, I don't trust them, so not the best. Just because I constantly hear about viruses and stuff like that, so no. I haven't played it and I don't plan on it. Plus, Smite doesn't look like something of my caliber anyways. So. But yeah, guys, as we could see, that's literally the extent of this guide, because I'm gonna take a look around first, room one more time, because just hopefully I can find something. Anybody? No? Okay, well, fuck. Matching. Can I find somebody, please? Up yours. Asshole. Yeah, well, the viruses I've heard about is like it corrupts your game data and stuff, and I'm like, it sounds like it's either a virus or you're just getting hacked or someone's modding or something like that. And I'm like, I'd rather stay away from that as much as possible. Especially in free games like that, which probably aren't as monitored as games like GTA where you pay money and people would get pissed if they get hacked after paying like $20 for that shit, so their security is higher. But I mean, besides the point. I mean, I don't play games like Smite anyways because if I'm not mistaken, I've seen some of the gameplay to Smite and I'm like, it looks like Overwatch. Boring and not my cup of tea. It just doesn't look very much of anything to me. It's just like, so I pretty much do this, that, and pretty much have a bunch of tryhards trying to fight me. Okay, good enough. I'd rather go and play something that at least, entertain me, so. Oh, come on, this is not hard to find a game. It's like, really simple. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, pretty much that's the extent of the guide, because unfortunately, even with changing sessions into a quick match, I don't look like I'm finding anyone for anything. So, yeah. Well, it's not that I'm saying it, not like actual visuals. I'm saying it's like Overwatch where I can watch it and I'm like, I'm not impressed. What's the big deal? That's like the whole thing of like comparing Call of Duty and GTA. It's like, okay, so you shoot something, big deal. Where's the point of this? I see them as the same as like, okay, I see you doing something. I just don't care about what you're doing. I don't care about the objective. They're just kind of like, they're big games, but I'm not interested. Nothing about them actually being similar, just they're different. So, yeah, it's like I'm not my cup of tea. You're trying to serve me, green tea when I just want a cup of coffee. Not the fact that what you're serving is just at the moment. No, just no. Those aren't really my game types. I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, guys, because I can't find a room with shit, and yeah, that's literally the extent of this guide. I mean, I've covered everything I know about Pendragon, and honestly, she's, like I said, she's the simplest character to play as, and probably the easiest character to pick up, being she's the most popular servant in the game. Well, actually, not even in the game, but in the entire franchise. I could probably guarantee you she's the most popular servant. Much like the Scorpion and Ryu, she's the poster boy. The reason why you're here is most likely because of her, or because of the fact you found Astolfo and a porn site, and here you are. And before any of you say that's not even a thing, I fucking swear to goodness that is. Just if you take 2 seconds to think about it, you'll realize that I'm not bullshitting you. Especially those people about traps and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's a literal thing. Cause, yeah. But yeah, guys, being that this is the extent of the guide, I will probably cut this guide off now, because although yes, Corey's been a cool sport and pretty fun to talk to throughout this guide, or toward the end of the guide, I do have other things I do plan on doing, like anything else but sitting around just waiting for an opponent for hours possibly, when I could be doing something more productive with my time. So, but with that, you guys, I hope you've learned something and you like the playstyle of which I've brought before you, and suggest it, and ultimately I hope you do enjoy playing as Pendragon as much as I do, because she's fun to play as, no doubt, and she's still one of the best in my opinion. But she's definitely, despite my obvious, mocking of the gender, because the fact it makes no damn sense. I mean, she still is a fairly, really good character, so she's worth playing as, and honestly, probably the first person you probably will play as, because probably while you're at this game, or if you just actually watch the franchise and you actually like the franchise for the franchise instead of just one character or whatever. Yeah. So, with that, I hope you guys learned something, and I will see you in perhaps one of my, like, if Astolfo was never a character, you probably were actually, yeah, like, one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise, and the character that a lot of people say I am heavily related to. Like, if you were to compare me to any servant, I've been called this, servant, like, the most, because of my cocky attitude and the fact that I think I'm better than everybody at everything, because that's what I do. We'll have the Gilgamesh guide, which I actually have more to talk about with him, because I know more about Gilgamesh. Plus, because of his skills, he actually has multiple builds, one of which two of them I will be showing you. One of them is more of a grinding method over the other one, where the other one is more of a PvP or a fighting set over anything. And although yes, they both fight, one's more heavily toward grinding for code cast and stuff like that, but we will get into him next week. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next guide with the beloved king of heroes, Gilgamesh.